It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Boy, before I introduce you to the two guys in the Sharp Interactive board, I got to move my Dynabook down. You know, folks, this thing is so sleek, sometimes I forget it's open. But today I have from Consensus my good friend Bryan Fadorsen and John Mannion. And folks, these guys are helping dealers find revenue outside of a printed page, and I want to do an update on the Consensus, see how it's going, because folks, we got a big thing coming August 2nd, and that's what, about 2 weeks away. But Bryan, why don't you start us out about this POTS thing? How is it going with the dealers in the marketplace? They got to be getting excited about the fact they can actually make some money without printing a page.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see you again, Ray. Thanks for having us back. So we're approximately 2 weeks away now from the FCC mandate on August 2nd. Again, those POTS lines are going away. We'll talk about that a little bit more in depth further in this video today. But the momentum has been great from the dealer community. Every time we do one of these videos, it seems my email, LinkedIn is blowing up with partners or potential partners that want to come on. Absolutely. And it's not just the folks that are seeing your videos. It's the folks that are getting the customers calling them saying, hey, I can't fax. POTS line's gone. Mm-hmm. Or, hey, AT&T sent me this letter, right? So that's sparking a lot of interest. We're getting a lot of call-ins from copier resellers, MSPs, and even some of the OEMs reaching out saying, hey, we need to have a solution. We need to have one yesterday, right? And the dealers who are being proactive ahead of the FCC mandate are benefiting from that. And they are finding those early adopter end clients who have the need are making that move now because they realize they make it now or they make it here in a few months.
Mm-hmm. Here's a question. Maybe, John, you can answer this. So we know, let's say we could say that the POTS lines are going away, and we could say that who the hell faxes anymore. But in all reality, there are applications. We don't have to maybe call it a fax anymore, but we're moving information in a digital landscape. And so has that volume decreased or is it increasing?
That's a great question. The thing that people think of when they think of fax and they think of maybe working with an MFP device, maybe it's an old fax machine, yellow machine that works in the corner and working with an analog line. But really it's a really secure document exchange capabilities and technology. And we are an IP-based, cloud-based application. 2 years ago, we had a huge year. We did 2.1 billion pages of fax.
Wow.
And that goes across healthcare, legal, finance, state, local government, education. All of these folks are still highly utilizing it, as well as the federal government. We're the one and only global organization doing this. This last year, we did over 3 billion pages of fax. So it's growing, and when we say it's growing, it really is a way of secure document exchange. There's still a lot of fax servers out there during high volume fax. Hospitals do on an average 500,000 pages of fax a month. And that's all patient data that has to go over a secure HIPAA compliant solution like ours. And this year we expect to go well beyond 4 billion pages, potentially 4.5. So it's growing. We see it growing over the next 10 years before it does stop dropping off. But we have some new technologies that allow us to pull information off of fax documents. So there's no reason why it can't continue.
So I'm thinking you got 4 billion pages going through there. There's a monetization aspect to every page. So Absolutely. You can do the math yourself, folks. So some of that math, if you will, or those dollars are going to Consensus because you guys do go out into the marketplace, and you also have partners that go out into the marketplace. But there's tons of money, it seems like, and there's tons of opportunities.
Let me tell you, we started our partner program just under 3 years ago. We have, the numbers are staggering with the number of partners we have, but the ones that understand, look, if I just roll out Cloud Fax as a healthcare solution, I can get clinics, doctors' offices, and hospitals, again, 500,000 pages. We bill per page, usage-based. The revenue there is tremendous. It's a great opportunity, and it does. Cloud Fax can integrate easily with any MFP device, also EHRs. There's numerous ways it could be integrated. So it's an exciting new solution that you don't think of first, but once you do the numbers, it's very profitable.
Well, anytime you can make money outside of a printed page is something our industry definitely needs to look. Whether they want to admit to it or not, people are printing a whole lot less. Bryan, there's other softwares that you all offer as well that kind of tie into this. And John, you just mentioned something a little while ago about being able to scrub information off the fax document. So I imagine using RPA or AI technology. Can you share a little bit of that with us?
So we have a great solution that works on fax as well as other documents, but we can pull unstructured document data off of a fax and move it into an automated, structured way in which to move along information and or the document and information. So healthcare is very excited about this. It's actually OCR, NLP, AI tech. And we can do that. Anyone has an interest in learning more, please don't hesitate to reach out. We also have a digital signature solution built on blockchain. Does compete with the other major e-signature solutions out there, and that's an integratable solution as well. Both fax and the digital signature can be connected via APIs, so for easy workflow instances.
So this e-signature, can you integrate that with, and Bryan, you're familiar with our industry from the perspective of the way they go out and write leases and all this stuff. So, and some of our leasing companies have some kind of e-signature capabilities, but is that something you guys can compete with? Is that something you can replace and do better, or how does that work?
Yeah, it's certainly something we can replace and do better at, right? As John mentioned, there is blockchain technology built into JSign, our digital signature platform. So there is that audit trail that the leasing companies need to see, who executed it, when it was executed, where it was executed through geofencing and other blockchain technologies that we have built into it. But on top of it, the eFax was just a tremendous moneymaker for the reseller community, and so is JSign. We launched this tool a few years ago. Some of our competitors, have obviously done very well in the market, and they didn't make the decision to move to a blockchain platform. We did, and that's done very well in the market. We came in at a very aggressive price, and it's something that especially the copier resellers and the MSPs never really thought of selling in the past, right? They just let it up to the big guys and their direct organizations. But certainly, as you know, Ray, when some of these copier reps get into deals, they're very marginal, right? And very competitive. You might have 8 to 10 different copier resellers all in that one deal for 10 machines. And it's, sometimes it's my lease is $1,000 a month and yours is $1,050 a month. And that's how you're being shopped. But we're teaching these people, and they're having great success with it. Just ask a few additional questions. What are you doing for digital signature? Bring up that expense. Then usually we can cut that almost in half, right? So that puts additional gross profit margins into the hardware for our resellers, and just helps them be a little bit more sticky with their customers and have another quiver in their arrow in the quiver, so to speak.
Well, I'm just thinking, even from the service perspective, if they have a customer that's a plumbing company or any kind of service provider, and those techs are out there and they have to get signatures, and it's just so much easier to do that in a digital landscape. It's pretty cool stuff. Obviously Consensus is a global player. You guys are hitting some great revenues. You're a publicly traded company, so there's nothing being hidden from anybody, and your growth is good. And what's on the pike? What's on the pike to get people excited? We need to get them in and start selling the solutions you have. But if they're partnering with you, what's the advantage if I partner with Consensus or if I partner with somebody else? And a lot of times that advantage is where you're positioned in the marketplace.
Yeah, I as far as being a cloud solution, everything is cloudifying now. We're 100% AWS cloud instance. We're all IP based. Some of our competitors that are in the cloud may still have a analog TDM backend infrastructure, which has to go away, definitely here in the next 6 to 12 months. So there's an advantage there from the networking solutions. Our capacity runs at about 50, so there's no volume that's going to be a challenge for us. We're in close to 60 countries in the globe, which is global from a cloud fax perspective. We have many different solutions and offerings, but on top of that, any partner that comes on, I don't know how to sell fax. I don't know how to sell signature. We have a sales team. We have multiple call centers in the U.S., mid-market business solutions, as well as enterprise teams that are here to assist our partners sell and sell successfully in the small, medium, and large enterprise accounts. So there is no one that has the resources that we do, and we pride ourselves in not only continue to be the leader, but growing that much more.
Well, you said something. We'll probably have to do a separate episode on it, but TDM. So just really quick, can you touch on that? Because, we're all excited about the POTS thing going away. We only got 2 weeks left on that. But what do you mean that TDM is going to go away in 6 months? Explain that a little
So
bit.
coming from the telco world, it's a technology that, when it comes to the POTS lines, we're talking about plain old telephone service. The switching mechanism at the telco's location is based on TDM tech, which these are switches that are old legacy, and being able to even have resources to work on them, let alone hardware to, and you guys understand hardware to support and replace isn't available. So the only option is to decommission that network, and that's been happening over the last 5 years. But it's now hitting ahead, and not only are our competitors seeing it that have that infrastructure, but customers are seeing it. So now's the time to make that change, which means it's a great opportunity for resellers to take our solutions to the market.
Well, obviously, you're positioning resellers to have conversations that can help these end users transition into a cloud world where we're all going. It's not just talk. And Bryan, at one point when I had you on last time, you were looking for some people to help you spread the message. Are you still out there looking for people to help spread the message, number one? Because this could be a great recruiting platform.
It is a good recruiting platform, Ray. So appreciate that. And we have added some headcount since last video, and John is still aggressively hiring. We're looking to bring on a few more folks to call in the copier resellers and the MSP folks as well. So if anybody's interested, have them reach out to myself or John. And great company to work for. And we're growing quick and we're doing big things. And it's only been 3 years since we've been in this channel, or as a channel organization, and really only last 6 to 9 months calling on the OEMs and copier resellers aggressively the way we have. So we're growing quick, and we've had great success so far.
Well, guys, it's always great having you on. We need to provide solutions to our friends that can get past the printed page. Obviously, I can't beat on that enough. You guys have a great solution on that, and let's bring you back. I can't wait to talk a little bit more about the TDM thing that's going on. But anything you want to add before we end?
I just want to say it's a great time to be a partner. Leading up until August 2nd, when POTS lines are going away, it's a great time. It's definitely a need that people are going to be looking for, and that date and after when the prices start increasing. So now's the time. Sign up to be a partner of ours, and we can help facilitate. And there's a great revenue you can still make in 2022 and beyond.
All right, Bryan, what about you?
Yeah, absolutely. And just to add on to that, John, it is a great time. Our partnership program is really next to none, and we have zero investment up front from our referral partners to come on, right? Mm-hmm. Most organizations, cloud organizations, software companies I've worked at in the past in the channel do have an upfront cost, right? We decided not to do that because we really want to help our partners grow the usage, right? The per sheet, and we want to help them be successful on that journey. And that's why we've built the program we have. That's why we have the mid-market sales team. That's why I have the enterprise sales team to assist them. It's really simple for our partners. Just bring us the opportunities, manage a relationship with the clients, let us do post-sales, pre-sales, onboarding, whatever it may be. It's a true partnership.
Well, I will tell you this. They might as well get part of that 4.5 billion pages and put the money in their banks.
Somebody's going to.
That's right. Because everybody watching me knows this. Status quo is the killer of all it'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.